All right, what is up, everybody? I don't know if this is going to be the first video on my channel, but it might be. I'm not sure yet, but if it is, welcome to the channel. My name is Fabio or Anthony, go by both names, and I am going to be starting to post my trading content on here and hopefully on all my other platforms as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna really do too much talking about myself if this does end up being my first video. I don't know if this is gonna be my first video or if my live trading from tomorrow is gonna be my first. But just gonna kind of talk about what we're gonna be doing a little bit of today. So I am gonna be doing a little bit of back testing today. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a little session here. I am currently in the month of June 2024, so right at the start of the month here. And yeah, I'm going to be back testing my model for you guys and just showing you guys kind of how I think through my trading and my back testing and all that. And then yeah, I'll probably make another video like more in depth about like who I am and all that, but I just kind of wanted to get started right away. So yeah, we'll get started here. So what am I seeing here? I mean, we are clearly, I mean, we have this really strong daily rejection block here off of these daily gaps. Even though we are in this daily bearish gap here, I I'm not convinced that that's going to send us lower, especially with this 4 hour here. This is an unfilled daily, and then let's see what ES is doing. ES, yeah, ES is looking pretty bullish as well, I would say. So for a day like this, keeping it simple, like all you really need to see is like some type of manipulation down and a tap of something. So 9:30 should open up here with this candle, and we open a 15-minute gap here, bullish 15 minutes. So if we get the tap of this, let me mark this out on ES2 if we have it. What the hell, there's a bug on my desk. Wait 1 second, guys. A little spider. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, we don't have this gap here. So I'm just going to be looking for some type of manipulation here from NQ. And if we don't get that, then yeah, we're kind of just chopping here. Not really getting much. Alright, so we did take out this high here, which might be... Alright, I don't really think that's anything significant. Although it could be. Let me see what that was. I didn't fully mark that out. So, yeah, to be honest, I don't really care about that high getting swept here. I just like kind of, at this point, I kind of just need some type of like key level to trade off of here because we're not really getting anything. If we do tap this level, then I'll be bearish, but all right, so it looks like we get a beautiful 950 manipulation here down into the 15-minute, which is what I wanted to see a market open. So ideally now we just get some type of inversion here. I mean, the highest time frame here is probably going to be this 3-minute maybe. So yeah, let's see. All right, well, we got a stop right here of that level right there. And do we tap anything else here? Do we sweep this low on ES? Let's see. All right, well, we get a pretty high time frame SMT here with that low. So yeah, I'd be happy to see some type of a continuation long here now. Well, the highest time frame here is this 1 minute. Do we even get the close here? We do get the close. Okay, so honestly, not the best close. Usually I like to get better closes on my inversions, but just because of how strong that wick is right there, I'm cool with taking a long here. What time are we at here? We're at 9:57, so we're gonna open up a 5-minute gap here pretty soon, right before 10 a.m. I don't know if I love this, and yet we haven't inversed it on ES, although we don't need the inversion on ES. I think I'm gonna fade this just because we're about to open up 10 a.m. and maybe we'll get some better manipulation here. Although this is, if you take this setup, we can like, I'm not gonna put risk on for this, but I'm betting that this is gonna play out for a 1-to-1. Maybe like you can go break even at this high. I'm not gonna take this though, just because it's about to be 10 a.m. Okay, so 10 a.m. opens up. Although yeah, that would have been a win. I don't know if I'd even really call that like a for real win, because that's kind of just your data candle there, because we have 10 a.m. news. So yeah, that's completely valid fade right there. But now ideally we could get a resweep here for longs. We're tapping a 5-minute rejection block here. Right, already kind of have that marked out. Let me mark that out again. But yeah, so we get the tap of the 5-minute rejection block here, and we generated data highs right here. So, which is also a 5-minute intermediate. So you could kind of take this both ways. We kind of have conflicting draws here. So if we get this long with like good displacement, I would take it. But if not, we're kind of just chopping here. Yeah, we're kind of just chopping here. Do we get the resweep down here now? All right, we get it there. And we're really just kind of like failing to react off of these key levels. We get the strong displacement here. Honestly, I'm willing to take this just because we have data highs above. We have really nice displacement. Although it did take, usually I like to have my trades have multiple candles, or not have multiple candles, sorry, for the inverse. So like for a situation like this where we're taking the resweep off of this low right here, this intermediate low that we had put in, pretty sure it's a 15-minute intermediate low or something. Yes, 15-minute intermediate low, because we swept that level. It's a SMT low with ES. So for something like this, where as you guys can tell, this gap right here, I know that's green, but just ignore it. It takes multiple candles to inverse, and ideally we would have gotten a V shape right there. But because we have good displacement here and we have data highs above, I'm confident taking this. So yeah, I'll put on like 4 micros for this. Nothing crazy. Oh, actually, we'll risk up a little bit. I gotta figure out how to set it on FX replay so it risks 1% every time, or like as close as possible to 1%. But yeah, so I'm willing to take this trade here. So yeah, we have data highs, 1-minute inverse off of a resweep of that 15-minute intermediate low and the SMT. Do we have an SMT here down here as well? We do not, but honestly, I really don't need it. I'm willing to let this one go here. And holy chop, okay. And that is a loser right there, unfortunately. Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, with all this chop here, kind of expected that one to be a loser. We get the retest here of that low. It's already 10:45 though, so like, yeah, at this point my bias has just been proven wrong. And yeah, our high of day was basically like wherever we tapped up here. When we kind of just swept out this high, and then yeah, we dumped after that. So yeah, unfortunate L there, but not that mad about that one. Don't really care. I'm gonna try to not drag out this video too long, but I kind of want you guys to like understand how I like to think about things and how I'm like seeing the market here. So we'll move on to the next day here. Should be Tuesday. Checking the news, we just have a 10 a.m. red folder. So yeah, looking at the high time frame here, I mean, I would say that we're bearish, but I mean, yeah, I would say that we're short-term bullish, because we got a pretty nice tap of this 4-hour rejection block, which is also a daily rejection block, and then we kind of displace higher, inverse this. How I like to form my daily bias is basically, are we disrespecting or respecting? Here we're pretty clearly respecting bullish, disrespecting bearish. I mean, we're running through all these these 1 hour bearish gaps. And yeah, so I'd like to see 9:30 open low here into something. So we do have this 30-minute right here, along with the 15-minute right here. So I'd just like to see some type of manipulation here. Ideally, we tap the 30-minute and then we get that stronger manipulation. Looks like we're probably going to. Yeah, so we get the tap of the 30-minute right there. Have a nice 9:30 high here, which is also a 15-minute intermediate high. So yeah, if we get a good inversion or reaction off of this point, I'd be willing to take this. Sadly, would I rip this 15-second here? Well, so we sweep it here, we got a stop raid, and then for RR reasons, just because I know that the close on this 1 minute is going to be terrible because it's so high, I'll take this 15-second and I'll just kind of let this one rip all the way back up here to the 9:30 high. We don't really have any other draws that are stop loss here. I highly doubt that we're going to manipulate all the way back down here. And yeah, I mean, this is technically the highest time frame in this leg. So yeah, I'm willing to take this here, and I'll go break even at the 1 minute. Or I'll go break even at this high right here at the swing. And since this is a higher RR trade, I don't like to risk as much on these. Let's see what this is. I mean, I have a super tight stop, but yeah, like 330 is completely okay with me there, just because it's a high RR trade. So yeah, we're getting good delivery here. A little bit of chop around this 1 minute. These 15-second ones, like, it seems like it's taking a long time to play out, but that's because I'm on the 15-second chart. So, okay. Well, we get the SMT here at our take profit. So I accidentally skipped the candles too much, but I would have closed my position right here. So that's just one of my rules. Whenever we get an SMT at our take profit, I just close my trade, because at that point my idea is done. My trade idea is done. ES already took out the high. So at this point, yeah, all that makes sense for me is to close my trade. So yeah, I mean, this played out nicely. The 1 minute did end up inversing with a really nice close. So like in an ideal world, even the 2 minute, beautiful close on the 2 minute. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to rip that 15-second because I felt good about this stop rate down here. And yeah, but I'm gonna close here. Not edit position. Close. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna close there just because we did have that SMT. So if we get a reversal here, yeah, okay. See, look at that. So we get the reversal here, and then yeah, good 10 a.m. and then this is a data high at this point. So I'm done with this trading day because I already got a win. But yeah, so that's kind of a good rule for you guys to have for sure in your trading, is like if there's an SMT at your take profit, like we had here, where we had this high and this high, and then I mean, it's pretty obvious that we swept it right here. So yeah, that's just a great point for you to like kind of close your trade, because you don't want to risk getting that inversion from ES there. All right, but yeah, let's move on to the next day here. We got Wednesday, we got more 10 a.m. news here and 9:45 orange folder, which I don't really care about, to be honest. We're pretty obviously bullish here, no questions about it. Unfilled 4 hour right there, and then of course we have the major buy side. ES is definitely trending towards this high. So let me get a 9:30 candle here. But yeah, so at this point, I just want to see 9:30 open low. We have a beautiful 30-minute right there. It's perfect. And we get the tap. Beautiful soup there. If we get this 30-second, I'll take it. And okay, a little bit of chop. Our pairs are not very correlated here. So ES kind of looks like it wants to manipulate a little lower. I don't like how ES is looking here. Although we did tap the 30-minute on NQ. Yeah, I don't love how ES looks here whatsoever. I definitely prefer to get a stop right here. All right, there we go. So we get a good stop right there. And then let's see what we do off of that. All right, so we get a nice inversion here. Pretty valid V shape. ES is definitely throwing me off though. We have such a nice rejection wick on NQ. And then on ES, we just look terrible. So we do have this, it's actually a 1 minute IFVG after the stop raid. Will I take this back just up to the 930 high for a 1-to-1? Honestly, even though ES looks super bearish, I don't know. NQ just looks so nice. That's like a perfect V shape right off of a resweep. Yeah, I like how this looks, to be honest. I'm willing to take this back up to 930 high. Basically a 1-to-1 RR. I'm gonna take this. This is I would say it's a more discretionary trade here, just because, I mean, it's pretty obvious that ES doesn't look super bullish here, but NQ looks great, and I feel really good about this. I'll take this with like it's a pretty tight stop loss. I'll take it with like 15. That should get me around 1%, a little bit over. Okay, I'll do like 12. But yeah, sorry if you guys hear talking in the background. But yeah, that should be calm right there, around a 1-to-1 RR. So yeah, we'll let this rip here. And all right, so I would technically be break even here at the internal high. Holy TP edge, and I'm break even right there. Wow. Holy take profit edge right there, and then down. Well, okay, that is an unfortunate situation there, but that is definitely a trade. Let's see, all right, what did we get on ES here? That was so, we swept this low here, this 830 low. Is that a data low? It's not even a data low. Is it? 815? Okay, wait, no, we didn't. Well, we swept a 15-minute intermediate low on ES. But anyways, this is just kind of an unfortunate break even here. It's a trade that I would definitely say that you should go break even on though, just because you're getting this kind of uncertain bias from ES, to where ES kind of, like, you're not really sure if ES wants to go down or up. And ES was looking bearish at this point, and I did take this 1 minute. We had a good bit of drawdown, and then got a clean break even, wick the break even, especially with how we put in that wick there. Like, definitely got to go break even off of that. But yeah, I'm not mad about that break even at all. It's a calm break even. Let's see if it reverses off my TP. Holy bro, these 10 a.m. wicks from 2024 are actually not playing around. All right, but yeah, that's Wednesday there, so we got a break even. So far, I'm technically break even on the week, because we got 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 break even. So moving on to the next day here. Is this all-time highs? Yeah, so we're at all-time highs here on both indexes. At all-time highs, I mean, like everyone says, you gotta kind of just be bullish until proven wrong here. Did we get that? All right, so this was technically our 4-hour intermediate low here. And then we have really nothing else. So I could definitely need to see him manipulate. What the hell? Okay, that just skipped 15 minutes. Well, honestly, I wouldn't have taken anything, even if I wouldn't have taken a long here. It just didn't make any sense, so I don't really care. Even we had like the S&T here with all-time highs, pretty sure. Yes, yeah, we did, but still, I'm not going to just short off of all-time highs. We just have the 4-hour gap. We have good structure here. 10 a.m. is about to open up, so I'll let 10 a.m. do its thing there. And yeah, honestly, do I take this right here? I'll honestly take this. This is kind of exactly what I wanted to see. We swept the 4-hour. See how ES is looking. Put in a 4-hour intermediate low on ES as well. We have good low resistance right here. And yeah, honestly, I'll just take this over here, up here to the unfilled 5 minute. And that would be calm. Calm little 1 to 1.5 basically. So yeah, I'll take this 1 minute here. Feel good about it. 12. Yeah, I'll risk like 13 on this, I think. Should be. Oh my god. I'm always like 1 or 2 contracts off. I like to stay like under 1% for my back testing. So yeah, let's let this rip here. Feel good about this trade. Feels super good. Wait, let me make sure there's no SMT at my take profit. Up here, yeah, no, we're chilling. Holy chop, bro. I knew that was gonna play out, but like, damn. So yeah, there we go. Calm little off the 5 minute here, and then let's see if we inverse off the TP. No, we got a little fake inversion off the TP, but yeah, it took a while to play out there. We weren't really in drawdown at all. We were kind of just chopping around. I mean, we were probably stuck in the 5 minute here. But yeah, calm little W there. I'm honestly probably only gonna do like low key one more, like finish off this week, because we're already at 20 minutes. I'm so slow at backtesting, but I like to take my time with it. I don't like to rush through it. I'm trying to try to treat it like as similarly as I do live markets as I can, because like when you're in live markets, you're like kind of analyzing the shit out of everything. So like I might as well. Anyways, though, we are still at all-time highs here, and low time frame. We put in this huge wick, but it's just it's pretty sure it's, yeah, we have unemployment. So yeah, we have data lows right here, data highs up here. Like I love trading these types of conditions just because like you usually just get like, you can just take data highs to data highs type of deal. We have a 15 minute here as well, which we tap there. Ideally I want to see data highs get taken. We already did take the money, or data lows, sorry. We did take data lows, so yeah, I just had it marked out off of this, which is wrong. But yeah, so data lows are already taken. So technically this 15 minute IFEG here would be valid. All we have is this 15 second, which I low-key already skipped past. I don't even know if I love that 15 second though. It's like low-key a clean V shape. It's low-key a clean V shape with good displacement. So yeah, I accidentally skipped over it. But we are rejecting this 1 minute pretty strongly too. 2 minute. The 2 minute. I'll wait for this 2 minute, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Let's get a resweep here, maybe. Okay, well, we tapped the 5 minute rejection block here, and then now we're kind of just doing whatever. I'm not gonna take a trade off of that though. Like, I don't really care. A rejection block is cool and all, but when it's a 5 minute rejection block that tapped into a 15 minute, like, I don't think that's a very high confluence like thing to take your trade off of. So yeah, we did get the tap of the rejection block here, and then there wasn't even a valid setup. Like, there's no fair value gaps in this entire leg, unless if you're taking it off of this, you're crazy. You're not taking that. So that's calm. We still have data highs in place. So if we get a 5 minute cont here, I would take that. I'm kind of just gonna go to the 5 minute time frame because I have literally nothing else I'd want to take. So yeah, we literally tapped the 5 minute here already. So yeah, we get the tap there, and then what do we got here? I would honestly take this 1 minute if we get it. About just open 10 a.m. All right, maybe not. Yeah, we're not gonna take that. We're generating hella low resistance at our stop loss here. I'll just wait for better structure, potentially just a different gap. Yeah, I'm definitely not taking this unless if we like resweep all the way down here. All right, that has to be like an SMT or something, right? It's not, bro. Okay, this is the worst when we just inverse off of nothing like that. Yeah, we're literally just generating like insane liquidity in this 5 minute. Like I need to see all this low resistance get taken before I take a trade. That's like actually ridiculous amount of LR at your stop. And then yeah, okay, and then we're just kind of pumping all the way to data highs. We take data highs there off on ES, and I mean like you I guess you could short data highs here if you really wanted to. Like, what do you have here? You have a 1 minute. I mean, if you get a close behind here, I guess it would technically be valid to short this, but like, I'm not gonna take this. I'm doing this for fun. This is like the last day of the week anyways. Would this play out though? All right, yeah, it does. But yeah, shorting data highs when you have all-time highs, like, is data high all-time high, or am I stupid? That is all-time high. Still, I don't like shorting all-time highs. Wait, no, we didn't take all-time highs. We took all-time highs on ES, but not on NQ. Okay. But I still don't like shorting data highs or all-time highs, just simply for the fact that, like, a lot of times at all-time highs, even after all-time highs gets taken, like, price just keeps pumping past it. So if you're gonna like short all-time highs, like, I feel like it would have to be like, I don't even know. I just don't think it's smart. Like, cause a lot of times, like, let's say this is all-time high, like, we will just, do I have a pencil? Where's the pencil? What the hell? Okay, wait. I definitely have a pencil. Hold on. I'm about to find this. Bro. Do I not have a pencil? What the hell? Bro. Bro. Am I actually stupid? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Okay. So, here we go. Here's what I was going to say. So, let's imagine that this is all-time highs, right? And we move past it. We get the sweep here. And then a lot of times you'll get this type of a setup like we had over here on ES, to where, okay, like right up here is what I'm talking about, where, yeah, this plays out on both NQ and ES, but a lot of times on an all-time highs conditions, bro, we just you just kind of, it gives you like that fake out, but it's not really a valid short, because a lot of times on all-time highs, like, you'll get something like this and it'll just keep pumping. Like, it's just going to keep pumping and pumping. So like when you're shorting like all-time highs like that, I personally don't think that that's a valid setup for you to be taking, just because a lot of times it's gonna just keep pumping and you're gonna just end up getting stop rated, or it's just completely stopped out. Like, it'll give you that like IFEG, like it's gonna react off of all-time highs, especially if it's data highs like it is here. It's gonna react off of it, but like, it's not going to give you a true inversion. And I would bet that if we skip 30-minute candles, that we're not going to get a true inversion off of this, and we're going to stay bullish. We're short time bearish here. All right, so we get the tab of all-time highs here on NQ, and then let's look at the hourly time frame. Okay. Well, I guess I was wrong in this specific case, but anyways, all I'm saying is basically, if you're shorting all-time highs, just kind of be careful with what you're doing, because a lot of times you're going to take that short off of all-time highs and it's just going to be a stop rate and you're going to get stopped out. But anyways, so we finished off this week. Wait, let me save this shit. I already have like backtested it, I think, like a month. I haven't done much because I keep having to reset it because I just used the 10-minute mail. My win rate was pretty atrocious in May. So yeah, my overall win rate is low-key tanking. But looking at the month of June here, or the week of June, so does it not let me see like week by week? So yeah, this was our trading week here. We had the L on Monday, and then we had the 2 break-evens and the 2 dubs. So yeah, we're coming out in profit on the week, of course. This loss on Monday was completely avoidable, if I remember well. I'm pretty sure that was the one where I don't remember what it was actually, but it was an avoidable loss. I remember it was something that I took like more discretionary. So yeah, we could have been like completely profitable on the week, but it's calm. Not a bad end of the week. Equity curve's looking solid. But yeah, guys, sorry about dragging that out. I hope you guys like took something valuable from this. And hold on, I'm about to make my face cam bigger for the outro. So yeah, I hope you guys took something valuable from this. Of course, it's my first video, so I'm kind of like figuring out how I want to do my trading content, because I've been wanting to get into trading content for a while, but I haven't really like had the, not the chance or the time to, but I haven't really like known how to start, because I feel like it's just like kind of boring to watch like a backtesting video, but I mean, I do it. I watch people backtest all the time, and like backtesting in itself to me is pretty enjoyable. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to continue seeing like raw stuff like this, so where you're literally seeing like everything that I'm thinking, or if I should do like more edited ones where like I'll already do my analysis and then I'll explain it like more in depth, like I guess not like thinking through it like live. So yeah, definitely let me know. Definitely gonna keep doing this backtesting series. I'll probably do this. I'll make this like a not daily upload, but like almost daily upload. And yeah, besides that, I'm definitely gonna do my live trading every day, where I'll just start filming like right before 9:30. I'll start filming at like 9:25, and I'll stop whenever I am done for the day, or take two losses or two trades or whatever, take a win. So yeah, I'm gonna start. Those are gonna be coming out every day that I trade. I mean, obviously, I don't trade like every single trading day in existence. Like I take a day off here and there if I can't trade. But for the rest of this week, I should definitely be good to trade every day. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow I'm hyped to trade. Tomorrow's like my first day back into my schedule, because I've been like just got my wisdom teeth pulled, so like low key had to recover, and I haven't been hitting the gym at all because I wasn't allowed to. And then tomorrow's my first day back, so I'm hype. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. I'm definitely gonna have different types of content coming out too, not just those. I'm gonna be doing like more like, I guess, like educational stuff as well. So yeah, I'm about to be starting up a Discord here pretty soon as well. Get that going for you guys. And yeah, until the next one, I guess I'll catch y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching though. Peace.